I am Father Marek Bzinkowski, originally from Poland. I've been in Magoti, Jamaica for over 21 years.
And what brought you here?
Really, if we don't want to have 2-hour story, I think the Holy Spirit.
Tomorrow we are flying to Montego Bay, Jamaica, and then taking a van to Magadi, Jamaica, which is about 2 hours, I think, south of Montego Bay.
So a couple of years ago, some of my best friends went, and it sounded really cool and something that I would love because I love kids and being able to work with them and seeing how different their lives are from our lives. And then this year they said they were going again, and I knew that it was something that I've always wanted to do, so I wanted to go as well.
I applied for a new job with the city of Pittsburgh EMS, the same job I have now, just for a different company. The process started back in November, put a whole bunch of steps, and I'm on the last step now, and I'm kind of just waiting to hear. So the fact that I'm going to be in a different country during this last kind of final week or two of this process is just stressing me out a little bit.
Feeling a little bit nervous. I think it's just being so far from home, having never been there before, not really knowing what to expect. But I think once I'm there, it'll be alright.
I'm a little bit nervous. It's pretty far away. Last time my parents were there, this time they're not. You don't have any contact really with the outside world, so it's a little stressful, but I definitely feel a little bit better with the fact that I've been there before.
I'm most excited for hanging out with the kids and getting to know them.
I think for me it's kind of a nice way to take a step back from my day-to-day, which is a rather stressful, busy, kind of a tense at times life, and to go down there and see the people that live down there, and just kind of to remind myself that, you know, everything I have is, I'm very lucky to have it, and to kind of take a step back and enjoy it, you know.
So today we got up at 4 and we left our hotel in Baltimore.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to drown.
Megan.
32, your new gate is B7407.
We're at Baltimore International Airport at gate B9, just the way we like our tours. It's 7:25 in the morning, 07:25.
We were not born in sin. Leave a note on your bed. Let your mother know you're safe. And by the time she wakes, we'll have driven through the state. We'll have driven through the night. Baby, come on.
The van to Magadi was pretty crazy. Felt like I looked over one side of the van and it was going to fall off the side of a cliff. Then I fell asleep for an hour and woke up and we were practically here. We passed the police station and went over the bridge. And then when we pulled in the gate, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I felt a lot less nervous when we got here because I think that was the part that I was most nervous about. Just like seeing where we were going to be sleeping and stuff. When we pulled into the compound, I saw Marta and I was like, oh, she's a homie. Father Merrick was super cool and my nerves are a lot less than they were last night, so feeling good about the week.
As a pastor of the community, I am trying to do what the pastor should do. Taking care of the sheep, taking care of the parish and people around who need the pastoral care.
What I am doing here, I work with kids, youth and adults, and basically I run the education program as well.
If I respect someone, I will give my hand and then we'll do the job together, that at the end of the day it will be the satisfaction not from the sweetie, but from the whole meal on the table. If some people can say that I am not easy because I don't go the easiest way, all right, let me give you 50 cents and then I will be free to go for my beer. I do prefer to spend the time to explain and to talk and to find the solution together with someone than to make my time off and then remove the problem as quick as it is possible.
I had classes with kids and new girl came and everybody was sitting working and this girl was talking in patois and she started to, oh, Miss Martha, do you understand what we are saying in patois? And one of the boys, the bigger troublemaker, he looked at her and he said, what do you mean? Miss Martha is black. And you know, everybody looked at her like, what's your problem? They were like, she is one of ours. Then, you know, and for me, I didn't say a word. I was so, wow, what just happened? It was the sign that I belong to them. Then 19 years later, I am still here.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Gathered for the Eucharist with new orante, VSCO, new faces.
Just got out of church. Church was great. It was packed house for Sunday Mass in Jamaica. Mass in Magaty is better than any other Mass I've ever been to because it's so crowded and people make such a strong effort to come to Mass. Like they pile into buses with like 25 of them and drive like 45 minutes or an hour to get here.
I thought it was awesome. I loved all the kids and how involved they were, and this one little girl just knew all of the words to all of the different hymns and she belted them out.
Now we're off because we don't do work on Sundays here, so we're going to YS Falls, which is like a waterfall and pool and bar. So we're going to get a little taste of the island living.
And they all like introduced us and the little kids brought us flowers and got to take a tour of the clinic, which I thought was super cool.
Children, don't worry about a thing. Everything is gonna be alright.
silo primary school. Their principal gave us a tour. We went into every single classroom, grades 1 through 6.
And I think only education can make a difference. Because first of all, Jamaica is still counted as a third world country. If we would like to have Jamaica among those who are not necessarily in charge, but equal, we have to bring Jamaica to the first league. And then that first league cannot exist without education. Only through education and Jamaica can reach the level of equality and maybe not compete with other countries, but cooperate with them to build better world.
First of all, they can change their lives. If they get better education than everybody else, then, you know, it opens the door for them to better future. They can have their own dignity. I always repeat to young people, if you can reach the place where you are not depending from people, that's great, because you can reach the sky if you have knowledge and you don't know what the future will bring. When I came 19 years ago, not so many kids were dreaming to finish high school. Now they want to be doctors, nurses, business people, have their own restaurant. You see how things can change because you give the opportunity to someone. Some people in the world, they have more than someone else, and if you share and you give someone education, because money, you know, easy come, easy go, Jamaicans say, but if you get education, you have treasure, which one can change your life.
Being a teacher and being able to go and see schools down here, just how different it is, and I thought it was super cool to see how happy the kids were to be there, and how something that for some of my students take for granted, just like the dedication and how much more they appreciate what they have.
Just the difference of schools here from the schools in America. The school was pretty much outside. There were no hallways or anything. It was just all outside, which was actually kind of neat. And just the overall energy and vibe was a lot different. You know, there were no safety concerns, no metal detectors or doors you have to buzz into. It was just open and everybody was very comfortable.
While they were out at recess, a lot of them were like playing, and some of them brought books. And I think books are so cool because reading is one of my favorite subjects to teach.
They were just a lot of fun to be around, very welcoming and very happy to have us there. It seemed like, you know, enjoyed seeing us and talking and interacting with us.
Father Mayor kind of took us on this road that I was like, well, where are we going? So we kind of just stopped in the middle of the road. To the left, it looked like a cinder block, like 4 walls. Then Father told us that they were going to build a roof on this house next week. And then I was like, well, it's a house. And inside was a man just sitting on this small bed. But he was a very happy and very, very friendly and very grateful man. Father Merrick took measurements of the top of the structure. And this man was just super grateful for Father. We showed up to this pretty much open field.
There was just a slab of concrete there.
But the views from all sides were so beautiful.
It was also in this canyon where you could see for probably hundreds of miles.
And so we unloaded the truck, which with all of us took probably 45 minutes. So working together was cool.
There is There's a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
And it was just neat to see everything come together and then have all the walls standing. There was a mother there with 2 young children, and she said so many times how thankful she was and appreciative. They were so thankful for what we were doing and for helping them. So we were able to walk into town, and it's about like a 10-minute walk. We walked into town and went to one of the little markets and got some red stripe, and it was neat to see the different people from the town of Magady and just kind of what they do with their day. Like there was a guy working on a car, like a mechanic type shop, and then another guy was scooping cement into buckets. And just seeing what they do as their everyday life.
We are taking the rice out of these bags and packaging it into these little bags, 400 of them. We give them out to people for Easter so they can eat.
Hopeless sinners who has hurt all mankind, just a Savior's own believe. One love. What about a one arm? One heart. What about a let's get together and be.
My name is Mario.
What do you want to do when you're grown up?
My Jesus is to me. He's my dearest friend in everything I need. He's my rock, my shield and hiding place. Closer than my brother, Jesus is to me.
Today we went and blessed the house that we built on Tuesday and Wednesday. The grandma was there and she unlocked the house, and Father said a prayer over the house and blessed the house with holy water. And then he also hung a crucifix, and how thankful the grandma was for all the work that we did, and just how thankful she was that Father came out to bless the house for them, being there with everyone who helped build it, knowing that everyone's helping hands came together for the house to be built.
Give our lives in the hand of the Lord. Grace is always among us. The rest depends from us. Let's pray for that willingness and for the spirit, for openness, that the goodness of the Lord will be with you and for you.
After we got back from the blessing of the house, Father divvied up some jobs, and so different people did different things. So our job was to go to the greenhouse. The first greenhouse went super smooth. We patched up a couple holes, and then we got to the first leg of the second greenhouse and hit a little bump in the road, you could say. There was a huge puddle of water at the top, which took Sam, Martin, and Thomas to get out. Schools in Jamaica have been shut down for 2 weeks because of the coronavirus, so there wasn't very many kids here today at all. But it was nice to just hang out with the three of them and say goodbye to them on the last day. We're very sad that we're leaving tomorrow. It was a great trip, and I'm very glad that I was able to make it this year.
What's up, Mon?
One love, baby.
One love, baby.
Martin, get in there.
Martin,
Get along. Wow.
don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. We gotta go to church. We got there.
Okay, you got that.
Okay.
My sunburn. Actually, that can't be on camera because I told my mom I didn't get sunburned.
Well, she's gonna witness it.
End town. Room town.
Room.
Guys!
Hi.
Hi.
Much worse this without